Hello, my Panda Pals, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing part 1 of what happened on Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 7. So, buckle up everybody, and let's go for a ride. Let's check in with Brian and Ingrid. Ingrid says that things have been going super duper well with her and Brian, which is a little upsetting considering Brian sucks. The two are heading out to meet up with a few of her friends, and she's like, "Are you excited to meet everybody?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And we all know he's kind of stressing out because it is a lot more difficult to manipulate a whole group of people at the same time instead of just Ingrid. Sucks to suck.
As excited as I am to meet Ingrid's friends, I'm also worried because if I don't fit into this part of her life, it could be another setback to the relationship.
Brian meets up with Volani, Andrea, and Vanya. They all make small talk, and Brian talks about having played sports in Brazil in the past, and then Volani is like, "So when and where exactly did you guys fuck for the first time?"
Mas onde foi e como foi a primeira noite de amor de vocês?
Volani! Girlie, maybe we calm down a bit, okay? Maybe we let them get their drinks first before you ask that, or I don't know, wait until never? Ingrid laughs this off and she tries to move the conversation somewhere else, but Brian kind of pushes her to answer the question.
Calma, amiga.
Calma nada. Fala.
So she very awkwardly is like, "Well, we haven't done it yet." Then Brian, for some reason, decides to tell them all that he has exclusively dated only Brazilian women for the past 15 years of his life, and that this is the very first time that he has come all the way to Brazil to meet a woman and not been in bed with them on the very first night.
Chega no Brasil, já tô na cama, na primeira noite com pessoa, pá.
Dude, her 3 besties may not be the best people that you want to tell this shit to. There's a part of me that feels like Brian is constantly shooting himself in the foot, but then there's another part of me that is thinking that maybe he's doing this on purpose, like he's trying to test her boundaries and see how much of his shit she's actually willing to put up with, you know? Volani brings up the fact that they have not banged again, and Ingrid says that Brian has checked off all of her boxes, so sexy time is very, very near. And that is probably gonna be the most disappointing thing I hear today. Which, that's great for me, not great for her. They get to their hotel and Brian tells her that despite the late hour, he really wants to give her a little gift.
Essa é pra você.
Oh my God!
O que é? A sutiã?
Meu Deus!
Dude, there is something so freaking grody about the fact that Brian is giving her lingerie right now. Ingrid puts it on and she looks amazing in it. She lays on the bed so Brian can give her a sexy massage, and the camera crew leaves so that they can bang it out. Or so we thought. Dun dun dun! I have honestly never been so happy to hear that 2 people didn't end up doing it. But these 2 did not end up doing it. Brian tells us that after the cameras left, Ingrid was like, "Ooh, I am so ready to get all freaky with you and your blue pills." And Brian was like, "Yeah, let's go to Pound Town." Oh no, I forgot a condom.
But once I went to go kiss her stomach, she basically hand in the face, like, "Nope, stop. It's my fault that I didn't have condom and I wasn't ready for that."
So let me get this straight. You remember to bring her lingerie and you remember to bring your little blue pills, but you forgot to bring a condom? That seems a little sus. Ingrid is upset in the car and she tells production that when Brian told her that he forgot the condoms, she said, "Okay, we can just do this another time, that's totally fine." And he was super persistent and said that he would go down on her.
Vamos ter paciência, esperar mais tempo. Vamos, né? Ele ficou chateado e vazou.
Brian is over here, he's super confused. He says he put in so much work coming to Brazil, meeting her kid, getting her friends to like him, and he really thought that a nice massage and oral was a very good compromise.
I thought I was going somewhere with everything. I was feeling good with checking all the boxes and doing everything, but not happening. There has to be something else going on.
Ingrid tells us that she just cannot do this anymore, it's too much, and production drives her back home. Let's check in with Chidi and Rayne. Rayne is packing up to go to a hotel because Victoria now knows that she's crazy, and that makes her a little uncomfortable. Chidi has yet to decide whether he's gonna go with Rayne, and she's starting to get really impatient.
I asked Chidi to move to a hotel with me. I never got a real answer. He says he loves me, but now it's time to prove it.
She asks him again if he wants to go and hang out, And he's like, let me sleep on it. There is a lot to prepare. Like, I gotta pack my clothes, I gotta get some money for the hotel, like, it's a lot. Renee is like, do not even try my crazy ass with some more of your bullshit. You only own a few shirts and some panties. And yes, she did say panties. So either that was a misspeak or Chidi is kinky.
When you sit there and say you have to prepare, it's actually some bull. That's and quite humiliating, actually, that you'd use that excuse that you have to prepare. That's quite pathetic.
Poor Chidi has no idea what to do. He doesn't want to go to this hotel with her, but he also doesn't want to argue with her. And he knows she will not listen to a single word he says if he tries to explain himself again, because girl does not listen to anything unless you say exactly what she wants to hear. Chidi tells her that he really would like to talk things out with Victoria and her husband, and boy, was that the worst thing he could have said ever. Renee is like, oh, so you gotta ask mommy and daddy for permission? Grow up. I thought I was dating a man.
I'm not trying to tell you that I want to take permission from anybody.
Do you really want to lose me forever? If you had already given me everything that I wanted, I would have dropped everything in my existence for you.
No one in the world is gonna give you everything you want. And if they do, it is definitely only temporary because they most likely want to wear your face on their face. Chidi tries to get Renee to stay, but she tells him that she just feels like an intruder.
I feel like an intruder. 1, an intruder in your pants, and 2, an intruder in the house, okay?
Intruder in your pants. Man, that is gold. Chidi tells her he really doesn't want her to leave, and Renee is like, well, it doesn't really matter what you want, does it? Because you said you can't be in the same room with me, so we are done. I am through with you. Be careful what you wish for, bitch.
We can't even be in the same room, okay?
Wait.
Make sure sister won't go over there and check on me either. Did you enjoy the fact that she's checking on you and making
She's
sure
my
you're not-
sister. She has the right.
Bernard walks in because this is the first time that he's probably ever heard words said in anger in his house. And he's like, the f is going on in here? Chidi tells Renee that Victoria has been nothing but kind and accommodating to her. She welcomed her into her home with open arms. She treated her well even after Renee was incredibly rude to her. And she even cleans up after Renee in her room. And Renee's like, ugh, whatever, Chidi. You just keep living in your delusions.
I don't know why Chidi can't see the truth about his sister. She's controlling Chidi. That's why she's always checking on him.
Renee! She is checking up on him because he is her brother. And he is blind. And now she knows he is in an abusive ass relationship.
And I'm the bad guy for trying to break him free? Bull.
Chidi points out that her leaving right now has nothing to do with this growing tension between her and Victoria, because she told him before she came here that she has always hated her boyfriend's sisters.
There's a reason for that, because what happened? There's a reason. There's a reason. I can't help the sisters. I always felt deep down. There was a reason.
You said you can't.
I'm sorry, did she just psh with her hand in his face? I didn't realize I went back to middle school in 2003.
Whatever, major loser.
Chidi tells us that he's starting to realize that Renee's hatred for Victoria has nothing to do with Victoria.
Shut up, Chidi.
Oh gosh, I am deeply horrified by the way Renee is acting towards me when I and my family have done nothing to her.
Bernard's over here, he's trying to make peace, and Renee's like, no, I am done. Did you not even hear the way that he was talking to me? As if she did not tell Chidi that he is not a real man, that she is done with him, and to shut the f up.
I'm done with him, okay? When he said he would stick up for me, like I said, even if it's family, you need to tell them when they're wrong, you know?
Victoria's patience finally runs out, and she tells Renee that the only thing wrong in this current situation is the way that she speaks to Chidi and cusses him out.
If you hate me, why did you get on the phone? You say I love you. Come over. We want you. Of course you. I don't like you because you do this and that. Okay, I'm done.
Holy shit. I would definitely have gone to jail by now for attempted murder. Oh my God, I would feel so devastated if my sibling brought home their partner and that partner treated them the way Renee treats Chidi. My heart would break. Victoria calls her delusional, and Renee tries to tell her to shut up too.
Okay, that's what doing. If you can see that,
It's fine. It's all right.
Calm down, girl.
Bernard then jumps in and he's like, Renee, remember, you are talking to my wife. Could you please try to be a little more respectful? And Renee points at Chidi and she yells at him that he better nut up and stand up for her against them.
You better stick up for me. Did I not always tell you that I always have a feeling about sisters? And this moment right here will prove the feeling that I had the entire freaking time.
Bernard suggests that since emotions are clearly running very high, that they take a beat and they try to resolve things tomorrow. And Renee is like, no, I am as cool as a cucumber and there's nothing to fix because I'm leaving.
Let me tell you this, when Earth first started, it wasn't a program. Welcome to your program, okay?
Renee then tells him to have a happy life and enjoy his family, as if that's not what he's been doing before she got there and what he will do right after she leaves. Bernard tries to stop her and is like, dude, don't be so quick to leave a relationship that took you 5 years to build. And I'm like, Bernard, maybe we don't say anything. Maybe we just let her leave.
You can say I destroyed it, but in the end, you'll see the truth. You will never see me again.
Is this real?
I want to move on with my life.
Renee is in a taxi, she is heartbroken, she is crying because she feels neglected and betrayed that her boyfriend who was blind was not blindly allegiant.
Even though he couldn't see me, he could hear my heart. And no matter what I said or done, nothing still wasn't enough.
Yeah, that was the problem. You are out here super happy that your man's was blind so that you didn't have to be self-conscious and worry about any of like the wrinkles and the rolls on your body that you didn't like. But what you didn't realize was that all of the actual ugly parts of you are on the inside. Let's check in with Faith and Loren. Faith is willing to meet with Loren so that she can get his side of the story, so the two head out to a park. Loren tells her that he got medicine for the STD that he contracted when he cheated on her, so in about a week's time, he should be clean. Or, you know, cleaner. He kind of apologizes, like he says he fucked up, but he did tell her very clearly that he was all up in other people's chakras, and she was the one who wasn't really picking up what he was putting down.
Every time you text me, you're having sex with them?
Maybe like once a week?
So once a week in every week?
Yes.
Loren tells Faith that he is never gonna sleep with another person ever again. Hell, he won't even look at another person for as long as they are together. And he even makes sure to say this in broken English to make sure that Faith can really understand him this time.
I'm not gonna look at anybody else. I'm sorry I cheated on you.
The two were supposed to head to her hometown tomorrow to introduce Loren to her family as her boyfriend, but she knows that her family would never be okay with her dating someone who would treat her the way that Loren has.
So you don't want to introduce his boyfriend? What, just this guy?
For now.
Loren says that he's totally fine being just a friend for now, and that hopefully he can work his way back up to being her boyfriend, and soon after he can become her really real fiance.
So this does mean you're giving me a second chance.
I am so sad that Faith is giving him a second chance and that she is introducing him to his family. Like, if it were me, I would still be ashamed to introduce him as just a guy I know. And that, my Panda Pals, is all I have for you today. If you liked the video, be sure to click that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this so far. In part 2, we're gonna go over what happened with Niles and Matilda, Adnan and Tiger Lily, and we will meet a new couple, Vanya and Bojo. So, I hope to see you guys for part 2, and as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!